If you're here, I already know two things about you. First, you love your kids fiercely. And second, you're working hard to break the cycles and heal. And that takes courage. But let's be honest. Sometimes we can be our own worst critics. It's exhausting and keeps us stuck. So today we're talking about something that is absolutely essential on this healing journey, which is self-compassion. This is Mamahood After Trauma. Hey there, Mama. Before we dive in, I want to remind you to grab your Unlocking Peace Guide, a free resource designed to help you start creating calm, reclaim your peace, and manage your triggers with ease. Head over to my website, the link is in the show notes, to download it now. Hey, Mama. Welcome back to the Mamahood After Trauma podcast. If you're here, I already know two things about you. First, you love your kids fiercely. And second, you're working hard to break the cycles and heal. And that takes courage. But let's be honest. Sometimes we can be our own worst critics. The way we talk to ourselves, the way we beat ourselves up for not being good enough or healed enough, it's exhausting and keeps us stuck. So, today, we're talking about something that is absolutely essential on this healing journey, which is self-compassion. Not just as a vague idea, but as something you actually practice in your daily life. Because, Mama, you deserve the same love and kindness you so freely give to everyone else. So why does self-compassion matters? Let's start with a hard truth. Most of us were never taught how to be kind to ourselves. If you grew up in a home where love felt conditional, where mistakes were met with shame instead of grace, you learned to be hard on yourself as a way to stay safe. Self-compassion might feel foreign and even uncomfortable for you. But here's the thing. Shame will never lead you to healing. If judging yourself worked, you'd already be healed by now, right? But what if the thing you actually need is understanding? Self-compassion isn't about excusing bad behavior or ignoring areas of growth. It's about treating yourself with the same patience, grace, and kindness that you'd give a child who is learning something new? And let's be real here. Aren't we all just learning as we go? So here are 3 ways that you can cultivate daily self-compassion. Because I know the idea of just being kinder to yourself can feel really vague. So we're going to break it down so that you have real, actionable ways that you can practice self-compassion every single day. The first way that you can do that is to speak to yourself like you would a friend. If you're able, pause for a second and just think about the last time that you were hard on yourself. Maybe it was this morning. Maybe it was earlier today. Maybe you lost your patience, forgot something important, or felt overwhelmed and shut down. Now imagine a friend coming to you and saying, I feel like I'm failing. I just can't seem to get it right. Would you look at them and say, yeah, you should really have it together by now? Of course you wouldn't. You'd remind your friend of all the things she's doing right. You'd tell her that she's human, and you'd reassure her that one bad moment doesn't define her. So this begs the question, why is it so hard for us to say those things to ourselves? Next time that your inner critic gets loud, pause, take a breath, and ask, what would I say to a friend in this situation? Then say that to yourself. The second is to notice and name your feelings without judgment. Okay, that's the kicker, without judgment. A big part of self-compassion is allowing yourself to feel without labeling your emotions as good emotions or bad emotions. Instead of saying, oh, I'm so triggered right now, I need to stop feeling this way, try, I notice that I'm feeling overwhelmed. That makes sense, given everything I've been carrying today. There is no judgment in that statement, just awareness. Because the truth is, healing doesn't mean you stop feeling the big emotions. It just means you stop shaming yourself for having them. I'm going to say that again because I think it is really, really, really important. Healing doesn't mean you stop feeling the big emotions. It simply means that you stop shaming yourself for having them. All right, our third actionable step is to find small ways to care for yourself every day. Self-compassion isn't just about mindset. It's about actions too. Ask yourself, what's one small way I can be kind to myself today? Maybe it's drinking your coffee while it's still warm instead of reheating it 10 times. Maybe it's taking a 5-minute walk outside so that you can take a breather. Maybe it's letting yourself rest without guilt when you need it. Perhaps it's saying no to something that drains you. Or maybe it's giving yourself permission to be a work in progress. Healing happens in small, everyday moments. It's not just the big, dramatic breakthroughs. And I want to give you a gentle reminder. Because as moms, we tend to need these because we're the ones giving them to everybody else, and nobody's giving us these gentle reminders. And so here is yours from me. Mama, you are already doing so much to break the cycles of trauma and create a better future for your kids and for yourself. Please, 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 please don't forget this. You are worthy of kindness right now. Not just when you're healed, not just when you have it all figured out, but right now. Right now. So today, I want to leave you with a challenge. Should you choose to accept it, your challenge is to choose one small act of kindness, of self-compassion, and do it. Then I would love for you to come and tell me about it because I want to celebrate with you. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a review, send me a message, share it with another mama who needs it. And until next time, be gentle with yourself. You're doing better than you think. Thanks for listening to Mamahood After Trauma. If today's episode resonated with you, make sure to grab your Unlocking Peace guide from the link in the show notes to start your healing journey with practical tools. Remember, Mama, you're not alone in this. Together, we're mending the past so mamas can mama in peace. See you next time.